Hello everyone, I'm Defice3004. Welcome back to Star Rupture. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. I always enjoy having you here. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and let's get into some gaming. We are still in the tutorial phase of the game, and so I wanted to continue this tutorial, try to see if we can get past it, and then we can move on to whatever it is that awaits us. Right now on the left hand side it says to build an ore extractor on a titanium ore deposit and then connect the ore extractor to the OCL, this thing right here, and then provide enough power for the buildings, and then select a commission and reach corporation level 3. So that's something that we're going to have to work on, and looks like we got to figure out some ways to do things. Now, we have to do something. There's a reason, as I said in my first video, why I placed that hole right there the way I did. It's because that's a rail line, and that's how we can connect things, kind of like Satisfactory with the conveyor belts, but this one uses a little bit different system. So I don't know how much we have. We have 30 of those. We're probably gonna have to get some more wolfram, and I think we have enough titanium for right now, but we're probably gonna have to get some more soon. So I'm gonna go ahead, mine a little bit more wolfram, and then I'll get some titanium, and then we will build that ore extractor. So as I'm gathering this wolfram, you can see that the heat is building up. And the last time that we were here, I waited until that got full, and then I just waited for it to cool down. But apparently one of my subscribers said that if you hit R, then it will automatically do it. And look at that. Wow, it automatically cools it down. That is crazy. If I wish I would have known that when I was doing the little test play, that would have made it a little bit easier to try to, figure it out. So notice that where I was hitting right somewhere there was not working out so well. That was nuts. Right there. It does not want to gather any from right there. That's crazy. So you do have to make sure it's in the right place. That's for sure. Okay, so that'll help cool it down even a little bit quicker, or so it would seem. Then you can go around and gather all the extra stuff that you need. Alright, I'm going to gather the titanium and then we'll get that done. I've gathered all the titanium and the wolfram that I needed. Now what I need to do is figure out where I am going to place the ore extractor. So I'm thinking I'll probably do it right here on this one. That way there's some room between the two things, because I may very well need it. Let's just go ahead and see about doing that. So we are going to go to, let's go to F, well, B, that's right, I knew that. I was testing myself and I failed my own test. Let's go ahead and go to here, and we need to do, there we go, ore extractor. It's gonna take 80, I do have enough. Let's go, let's go ahead and place that guy on there, and then we can use, I do believe, R to rotate it. We want that facing that way, you can see the arrows. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Every connected element can transfer power. Connecting buildings using rails allows you to transfer the power and resources. So that's what I was saying, is that's how we do it. Apparently that's how this is done. So this is a rail right here, and we can connect it from there. Requires connection point. I just gotta start on this side, I think. Yep, goes from there to there.
Now that the raw materials are being extracted automatically, you'll have more time to build out your base.
I have a question. Why didn't you install all available building schematics for me from the start? That would speed up my work even more.
All of the machines made available to you during your mission are delicate and extremely expensive. They are also bound by NDAs and patents. None of the companies working with the Claimant Corporation have granted permission to give you everything right away. You need to prove you are worthy of using the more advanced equipment.
But I already signed the NDA.
This will be best explained by the words of Annika Fisher, the CEO of Future Health Solutions, one of our partners. Playing recording.
There's no way I'm giving those degenerates my patent. They don't care about the law or intellectual property. But If it becomes necessary and they actually deserve it, then so be it. Don't quote me on that.
Okay, so I do find this machine very interesting, the way that is picking up the ore and stuff as it digs it through. I think that's really cool. It is like the drillers on Satisfactory, a little different, but pretty much the same. So I find that interesting. Now, it doesn't look like it is moving anything, so what we have to do, actually, let's go look at something. Let's go to E. So right now, it's going to pick up probably, I think, 100 or so, and then it won't be able to pick up any more, I do believe, and then we will have to go over here, and we have to go see what we can do. So we just have to go to 2 parts to go see if you can, make things happen. Turned a little too soon. Let's go ahead and go to here. Alright, Training Corporation, level 2. So no recipe. Let's go ahead and click on this. And we want to do titanium, or we need, looks like, I don't know what we need. Titanium or raw material can be processed. So I guess we're just going to go ahead and do that. Okay, Research Corporation, level 3. Or Reach Corporation, level 3. There is 16 of it on us right now, and right now it looks like all of that is actually coming over. I like how it rides on those little rail things. That's very interesting. Then it deposits those in there and starts shooting them up. Or it should. Okay. Once it gets to 20, then we will reach the next area, and that'll be good. I'm going to go ahead and gather some more stuff, and then we'll continue building.
Great work as usual. Now build the analyzer and research some local flora with it.
Okay, so I got that done. We got those 20. I'm still gathering stuff. Let me just go ahead and... I don't know if I can take half of that or not. Shift click, Shift D. Nope, I guess I just gotta take the whole thing. And that's okay. Okay, so I don't know what happened to the titanium that I had. Looks like it did something with it. I don't know exactly what. So I have like 19, but that's okay. Now, let's go ahead and go to here. We need to reach level 3. Let me go over to here again. Let's go see. We need 50 of that now, so we're going to go ahead and do that. NA. Okay, I cannot. No assignments. Follow the training objectives. So you kind of got to do what they tell you to, I guess. Let's go into here. Let's go and press R. Let's get that done. And let's go up to here. I'm going to go ahead and make 10 of those. I'll do that much. That way we have almost 450 of them. How are we doing food and water wise? Looks like we should probably have a little bit more. And I think that we'll be doing okay.
Oh.
Gonna have to...
Nice.
Tasty. Gonna have to get some more. Let me gather that up, and then we'll get the thing going that we needed. Now that I have the food picked up, we're doing okay food and water wise. Let's go back to here, and let's go to B. Let's go to probably... It's not there. It's got to be underneath here. I think we need to go look at something. I kind of forgot. We got to go to here every now and then. Okay, level 3. That's the one we want. There we go. Level 3 analyzing station. Let's go ahead and open up that. Okay, set up an analyzing station. Let's go ahead and get that done now that we have that now. There we go. Analyzing station. And gonna have to figure out a good place for it. Let's just put that right there so that way we can still get to the window and everything. Okay. Now, we need to analyze plants in the analyzing station, so let's go and do that. And, do believe I'm going to split. I'm just going to take one, and we're going to do that, and then we're just going to put that in there, and then we are going, it gives us 5 data points, and then we're going to claim that.
Once you research enough plants, send the data to our scientists and claim your reward. In the future, you will need to decide which corporations you want to share your research with. The data from Arcadia is so valuable that companies prefer to keep it to themselves and will appreciate it when you choose them. To decide which corporations you want to share your research with.
Yes.
The data from Arcadia is so valuable that companies prefer to keep it to themselves and will appreciate it when you choose them.
Alright, let's go ahead and split this one too, and then we'll get that done. We'll see what we can do with that. That's 10 points. Holy moly. And then we'll do a start here. Oh, heals 20 hit points. Nice. Guess I saw that, but I wasn't thinking about it the last time. Okay, there's one there. That gives us 15. Okay. Now, come over to here, and then we go to Training Corporation, level 3. Okay, we can't do anything there. We need some points. Add points. There we go. Alright, we have 35 points is all we have. I'm going to have to gather quite a bit more stuff until we get 50. I'll go do that, and then we will see if we can get to the next level. There are still a few of these pieces lying around. I found some titanium and some helium, and that's calcium. So there are still quite a few pieces that we can pick up, which I did not know were actually lying around. Apparently I didn't do a very good job of looking around very thoroughly on my test, but it was still fun trying to figure out how to do things.
Good stuff.
So, oh. There is a creature there. Whoa!
Yeah? What's going on?
You've entered an infection cloud. Microorganisms from the vermin are reacting with your equipment, disrupting your shield.
So no safety net then?
Okay, so that's one of the things that we can find, huh? That's lovely. I did not experience that during my test. That's disturbing, to say the least. Okay, so do remember to not go too far out, because you may run into things that you may not be prepared for, I guess. Don't want to be... Whoa, oh no. He was...
What the frag was that?
They're vermin, the main threat on this planet.
What do you mean, main?
Most of the people that arrived on Arcadia 7 were eliminated by these creatures. Natural disasters you can prepare for, but vermin are a bit more unpredictable.
Why didn't you warn us that we'd be fighting some overgrown... I don't even know what.
The IRO imposed a TS9 top-secret clause on their existence. They made very sure no one ever found out about them. Aside from high-ranking officials, only people sent directly to the planet have ever learned of their existence.
Claywood was here. You should have told us. You knew.
Yeah. Well, you know, there's the NDA thing. Yeah. So that was interesting. That was scary. That was a little frightening. That was intimidating. That was all of the above. So I'm still gathering up the stuff so I can get more points. I'm almost done collecting, and then I'll go scan the stuff, and then we'll get those points and we'll get that turned in. So I met some of the local fauna. That's good. Interesting. Looks like it's going to be real fun. I do believe that I'm going to have enough points. Now let's just go ahead and let's put in these points. So we're going to get this done. Add points. Let me see. You have to go to level 2.
It's time for the final stage of introductory training. Raw materials aren't very useful to corporations, since they need to produce something with them anyway. Use the buildings you have available, and automate the production of the more valuable items.
Why can't they process them themselves? They have factories across the entire solar system.
This will be best explained by a private conversation recorded between 2 executives at the Griffiths Military Corporation.
So you're telling me all of the tax laws only apply to the solar system?
Bro, the mining tax, the cosmic fees, deductions from extraterrestrial income, the cost of insuring sensitive cargo, Legally, none of that applies to us. They can't even hit us with tariffs. It's free money, man.
I don't know why I asked.
Okay. So, now, in here, there's a training corporation, 100, so we need titanium
We're
bars.
nearing the end of our training. Please answer the following questions. On a scale of 1 to 10, how anxious does being incinerated alive make you feel?
I can't think of a worse way to die, so on a scale from 1 to 10, that's a solid 3.
Understood. On a scale of 1 to 10, how afraid are you of arachnids about a meter in diameter?
I'm afraid of these questions.
There's no need. Questions never killed anyone.
Yeah, questions didn't, but, yeah, we weren't talking about questions now, were we? Okay, I need to open up something else. So let's go to here, level 4, there we go, smelter, we'll claim that. Okay, there we go. B, now that we have that, now we should be able to do something. There is a smelter, it takes 100 of the, what was that? 100? Okay, yeah, of that. I thought it said something else, but it tells us what we can do. We have titanium bar, wolfram, and calcium block. So, now that we have this, let me go ahead and click on this, and this is going to go between the two things. And now, what I have to do is, I have to take out this, so let me go ahead and do that. Okay, and then I'm going to rebuild this. And I probably, oops, gonna have to put this guy like that, and then we'll turn that. Now, it doesn't matter, because these rails will also move, so that's good. But I am gonna keep that somewhere. Let me put that way over here on this side, just in case. You never know. I'm gonna stick that as close as I can to there, like maybe right there. And then I'm gonna go back to B. We will go ahead and put in some rails as soon as I can find them. Let me see, where's the rails? There they are, the rails. So we'll take that from there. And that was going the wrong way. Let me rebuild this, make it go the right way. Looks like I got that now the right way, so that rail is going to go from there into there. Okay, and then I can take a rail from there and take it all the way over to there. Okay, now that's done. Cool, so now this smelter will begin working. What I think I'm going to have to do too is probably put in a few more of these, because that's going to probably help out the most, and I'm sure that's going to be the best. We do have enough of this stuff for right now. We're getting down low, but it should still be okay. There we go. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to put in one right there, and that's okay. Alright, so now we have that. Now, let's go to here. Orbital cargo launcher. Now, select titanium or bar recipe. I forgot about that part. Let's go to here. Let's go over to here. Just like Satisfactory, you have to select, you know, what you want to do with it. We are going to take titanium bar. Alright, and then produce 20 titanium bars. And then reach level 5. So let's go back over to here. Let's go to here. Unavailable items, titanium bar. So we have to wait. Nope. Okay, Training Corporation, level 4, titanium bars. Alright, it started producing them. Now those are coming in there. We got to get 20 of those. Or I guess 100 of those. Holy moly, that's... Oh, nice. So it does 5 at a time. That's cool. And it's going to take a little while for that to get done. So I am going to just kind of wait for a minute. We are going to have another drink of water. Or whatever we want to call that water. Alright, so that is now working. That's good. Let's go to B. Let's go look at stuff for a quick minute. So we have a rail connector. A connector for drone rails allows for the expansion and splitting of their paths. So it's like a splitter or a merger. So on Satisfactory. And there's also rail support that you can put underneath the rails if you need to. And then in here, of course, we have platforms, supported platforms, shallow stairs, and all that kind of stuff there. This should be getting fairly close. We only have like 4 more to go, and then, or about, I guess, more than 4, and then that'll be done. Let's go take a look at how many it takes to be able to do that, huh? Okay. Looks like it's taking 2 titanium ore each time. And I like how it spits it in there, then it makes the ingots. Alright, level 5 unlocked. Awesome. Cool. Training Corporation level max. Cool. Let's go over to here. Let's go see by getting a reward, whatever that is. Alright, 100%. Training Corporation level max. Level 5 claim. Platform modules. I did not do any of this stuff that I remember. So, advanced habitat modules. Ooh, vertical connector, horizontal connector. Nice. And then advanced platforms. Pillar support and extendable walkway. Maybe I did do the extendable walkway because I kind of remember that a little bit. Okay, we're going to claim that. Training is complete. Your basic training on Arcadia 7 is over, but it's only the beginning of your sentence. Collect resources, optimize production, defend your base, and try to survive. Other players can now join your game. And Star Rupture is in early access, yada yada yada. Thank you for your purchase and have a nice sentence. Okay, cool.
Great job. This is the end of your introductory training. But remember that Arcadia 7 is a dangerous place, and a person will spend their entire life, or lives rather, learning from it. Stay alert, gather information, and don't worry. I'm always by your side, watching your every move.
Is that a threat?
It's for your own safety. I will now remove the introductory training restrictions. Location barrier disabled. Sedative injector disconnected. Communications channel active. Awakening other crew members ready. The Claywood Corporation hopes you will have a wonderful adventure and quickly pay off your debt. Good luck.
Can you hear me?
What was that?
Oh, don't worry. It's only B1690, one of your colleagues. You're connected via audio, even when they're not currently active.
When they're not active?
The human brain can't go on for too long without stimulation. When sleeves are sleeping in the regeneration chamber, they get a constant audio and video feed of everything you do. They can also communicate with you. You'll also get this opportunity.
Everything?
Relax. You have nothing to be ashamed of.
Okay, yes, so she called us a sleeve again. So apparently that's what we are. So we do have a little bit of power. I don't know how much it's going to be or anything because I really haven't gotten very far. The tutorial is now done. And now we can select some other places. I am going to actually go into here because it's a bit easier if I remember right in here. And there are some places that we can do. So we have Future Health Solutions, which wants Wolfram Bar, and Selenium Corporation, which wants Titanium Bar, Griffith's Blue Corporation, Titanium, Wolfram for a Moon Energy Corporation, and Clever Robotics, which want Wolfram. So we're definitely going to have to set up another place to do things. What I'm going to do is go see if I can put in another one of these and maybe set it up just on like the other side over there and figure out a way to make it connect, maybe even via platforms, and then we can get some stuff set up over there too. I just have to figure out how I'm going to do that. Let's go see if we can get this done. Okay, cool. So we have all of that stuff. We have that, and let's go to here. Let's go to Orbital Cargo Launcher. Well, looks like we can put that right over the top of things. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, that does help. Alright, so I want to make that go, I'm going to make that go that way, and I'm just going to attach him to right there. Alright, so that way the electricity is still connected, and then I'm going to go out to here, and I'm going to put in another ore excavator, and I think I'm just going to stick him right out there, but I want him to go like that. And I could also put him out there, I guess. That way he's a little bit farther away, gives me some room to work with, if you know what I mean. Oh wow, that one is not going to cooperate very good, is he? This one is actually cooperating a lot better, but I may need things in between. So I guess I can always make it work somehow. Let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to take this. We're going to build a rail from here. And we're going to make that rail go all the way over to there. Okay. So that way there is power, because as you know we need the power, and then that'll be Wolfram ore that we can have there. And then we can start selecting companies that we want to ship the stuff to. We're going to have a smelter between them. Actually, what I ought to do is take that part out, because I kind of forgot about that again. Do that. We'll go to B. We will select a smelter, and we will put that smelter in again as close as we can. Maybe even turn it just a little bit like that, so that way it is facing that way. And then we will build that right there, and then again we'll of course go back and put in the rail, and then we should be good to go for a little bit. That may not work out very well, you know that? Nope, it will not. Let me move that a little bit.
E4-101. You look like you're a magnet for trouble.
I won't pretend I'm a saint. I've helped smuggle this and that in my time for those in need.
People like you don't understand order. You just cause more problems for everyone else.
And you always followed orders and ended up in the exact same place as I did. I'd rather not follow anyone and be free.
You know nothing about me.
So every now and then, the people will talk to each other, and that's something that you will apparently need to get used to if you do play this game. There's just chatter every now and then. Alright, so I have a smelter set up. I'm going to do the Wolfram ore in here. Okay, let's do Wolfram. We got that going. That way that can be done. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start to select some places that I want that to go to. So let me actually build a couple of more of those. How much do I have? I have... Holy moly, I got a lot of stuff. Wowzers. Alright, so I guess we can build some more good things. That's interesting. War bonds used to unlock new weapons and mods in the armory, huh? Armory, huh? Is there an armory that we can build? That's there. That's there. Doesn't... Ooh, hey. Corporate terminal. Okay. We already know about that. It doesn't look like there's an armory yet, but there will be getting more stuff open soon. So, I guess we're just gonna have to go see. Let's go into here. Let's go to here. Let's select some of these guys. We can click on them, and then I think that we can also uncheck them if we want to. Okay, Pharmaceutical Medical Corporation. So we need 200, and we have to have points for that, and then we can have a regeneration chamber. Okay, well, let's go back to here, and let's go see. Fabricator. All right. I guess we can just go through here, huh? Pistol. There we go. We should add points to there. We got to get a lot more points for the Griffiths Corporation. And recipe station. Nice. And then a map. That's awesome. Personal storage. So we really do got to do this carefully. Regeneration chamber. I guess when we die, respawn point and character selection. That's cool. So it looks like we probably want to do something where we can... Holy moly, look at all that stuff. Statters? We know about statters. Alright. Well, let's see what we can do, because we really do got to get some stuff. Let's do level 1. Okay, we already know about all of that. So, looks like there's all kinds of stuff in here that we can actually get. That is very cool. I want to go make sure that we get the right ones. Equipment upgrade, war bonds. Okay, inventory upgrade. So you can do just like Satisfactory and get more stuff. Lesser infiltrator, wind turbine. Ooh, that's cool. Base core amplifier. So I'm looking for something that'll help us. Ooh, storage depot. That would actually be really good. Let's do clever robotics for one. Okay, so we're going to have to add points. We only have 25 points. I'm going to go around and gather some stuff. I do have some stuff to use, and then we're going to see if we can get some stuff done. To have the clever robotics selected, they want
get it, Sam.
the Wolfen
What's
bar.
so interesting in beetles or flowers?
They're part of the world we live in and are inextricably connected to it. We wouldn't exist without beetles or flowers.
We wouldn't exist without fundamental forces. Beetles and flowers can be easily replaced with automated systems. You can't replace electromagnetism.
You'd really want to live in a world without plants?
I wouldn't mind it.
Okay. So, we're getting next to that level. Looks like that's going to work. And let's go see what we can do with the titanium right now. Maybe we don't have to gather as many plants as I thought. So let's try to find a good one. Okay, regeneration. The fabricator would probably be pretty good too. So let's do selenium. And what do they want? Selenium wants titanium. Okay, we will select the selenium and we'll get them titanium, and that should help. So let's go to here. We'll do selenium and we'll get titanium going. So wait, so now there should be a lot of stuff coming over, and that should help out quite a bit. Alright, so looks like we're gonna get some stuff. It will be a little bit before that happens. And for right now, I think that we've done pretty much the whole tutorial. The wall is now down, so that means danger. We're definitely going to have to not go too terribly far, because if we die, we may not get our body back very easy. But maybe there's some pretty cool stuff. We do know that there is a meteor not too far away out there. So we did see one. It's kind of glitching out on the screen a little bit, isn't it? It's kind of crazy. Okay. I don't want to get caught in a bad way or anything. I'm going to go see about gathering this meteorite. And then I think that we're probably going to have to end this. Let me get this done first. Okay, just got that meteorite. That's cool. Now I want to get this stuff. And this area looks like it might be... I don't know if it's going to be bad or not. We're not taking any damage or anything.
Good stuff.
So there's no rocks or anything to mine out here, looks like. But we are going to need this food for sure. So that's why I'm gathering it up.
Come to Mama.
Let's go gather up these few things out here. Ooh, look, another one. Nice. Let's gather up these hearts. Okay, just got another heart. That's good. Now, let's gather up this. Looks like there's a few things out here. That's awesome. We do got to watch our inventory, because our inventory is going to be getting full fast. Okay. Ooh, nice star tears. I didn't know those were out here. Very cool. It looks like there's even more stuff out here. That's awesome. So we can actually, like, scan that stuff or get our health up or whatever we need. Let's go and head back to the base. And let's go see how everything is going so that we can get the next level.
I'm getting better at this.
Oh, survival leveled up. Nice. And it looks like there's also some of these fruits out here, these pricklers. I don't remember if we gathered those. Okay, cool. Oh, nice. Those are good. They are like cactus. I guess they are cactus. Alright, so we found some new fruits. That's awesome. That's going to help out a lot. It is hydration and food at the same time, so that is really good.
Looks good.
That's going to probably be the best for us. I don't like that. Yipes. Running away, running away. I really don't want those guys on my tail either. That's kind of scary. You know that? Whew. Not a lot of fun being chased by little things. And they just are not stopping, are they? Let's get inside our habitat, or at least by our habitat, so that way we're somewhat safe-ish. Boy, howdy. Ooh, look. Oh, what the heck? Let's try and destroy our stuff, man. Do I got little critters? Alright. Well, this looks very dangerous. This looks like a very difficult game from what I've seen. And it's probably just going to get more so. So I think this thing helps protect us. And there is a little bit of warmth that it has to do with their cooling capacity. Upgrade core. So we need a lot of stuff there. And I don't know about some of that stuff at all. 30 hearts, huh? That's crazy. Alright. Well, this is Star Rupture. Thank you for joining me here. If you've enjoyed the episode, drop a like on the video. And looks like they tried to damage some of our equipment with their stuff. And that's... okay, output is full. So it looks like this guy is now just about ready. Nope, not quite. So we gotta wait for these guys to get done, and then we'll be able to have our next level. This is gonna be a really, really fun time, building a lot of stuff and getting all, you know, spaghetti everywhere and all of that kind of stuff. You have a great day, and if you really enjoyed this episode, drop a like on the video. If you like what I do here, consider subscribing, and I will talk to you next time. You have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.